Alright, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2, Honor Mode Plus Run. Our dreams are becoming true. We fight against twice the amount of enemies, and we only get 25% of the combat experience. This here is where all of the lizards are going sooner or later. And there's actually even a quest. Besides the obvious final quest for the Red Prince. Let's hear one step of his quest. There is definitely loot in here. There's like this nice little burning chest.
The chest before you is you lean into it. The chest before you is wreathed in. You lean into exactly.
We can destroy the chest, but we have found a magically locked chest that demands a password. Well, yes, but we also found a magically locked chest, which unfortunately can be just killed, so might as well do that. Password question solved. So, some nice loot in there, actually. So there's one crossbow. Let's hope that it's a good crossbow. Unfortunately, too low of a level. I mean, look at it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good, Watchchild, but the level is too low. So we're suffering a little bit from being too high of a level for this area, almost. There is, however, a nice little skill, reactive shot, and we even know that one, so never mind. Okay, that was the loot. We are going to see another quest, but not just quite yet. That is going to involve burning like a lizard corpse inside of this forge.
It's hard. I watched and he didn't.
Good. We do have an option to go for another quest which can be found here. And I think I'm going to do that because it is a fun quest. It is a very fun quest.
An ancestor tree. Pure grace in an undeserved.
This here is a wonderful ancestor tree. And the ancestor tree seems to be somewhat like corrupt, and when you're using spirit vision on it with your main character, you're going to be teleported to this gentleman here, and he certainly is to be taken serious.
Welcome, Godwoken, to your grave. I shall. You can.
As you can see, the room is rather full, and Gollum, Scion of the Elves, has brought his little friends, and this here is going to be such a full party. Let's examine them real quick. So we are talking about magic armor. They are fire. They are fire vulnerable. They do ignore poison and earth, and their damage will be very much strength based, plus a couple of them will use artillery. No talents, and they are geomancers. Okay, so we can't leave our character alone in there. So the way I used to do that is buff up the characters and then just let them teleport in. I think you can also click the flower. I need to double check that. Yeah, there we go. Could have buffed up just a little bit more, but for now it's fine. Everyone's like down here as well. And one of the things that is important in this encounter is we are basically on a platter, right? They are going to shit on us, so might as well use the Echo Dome right away and make sure that we're not going to be hit too much. Next turn, Syken is going to fly over, and we're going to take them apart one by one. So yeah, I guess it doesn't surprise anyone that we're taking a lot of hits in the first round. It will get better gradually. Because like I said, they are weak against fire. The only one that I truly do not like is the Gallon himself. He's pretty much difficult to deal with, to be honest. Good. So we're fully buffed, and I was thinking might put the dwarf a little bit further to the front and start hitting Galvin in a spot where we can teleport him in. Because here we can easily kill him. Let's move back into the dome. And let's also give everyone like physical armor. Now, Galvin, 200 AC. Definitely someone whom we want to like either kill immediately, or alternatively knock him down. So we're going to start with firing as many arrows as we can. That took his physical armor away. We're now going to blood sacrifice, and then we're knocking him down so that he simply gets no action. There we go. Okay. As for her, let's start bombarding all of them with fire. But let's also make sure that Syken is not going to die. So we're healing. And we're dealing as much AoE damage as possible. I think we just nailed a couple of them. So this guy is going to die as well. And Gallon needs... well, we can't damage him. So might as well just move up and provide a little bit of an alternative target. If they go for the Incarnate, that's fine. I mean, that's really okay. The mistake that I did often was actually to let Galen here live for way too long in my first attempts with it, and that causes all kinds of real nasty effects, because this guy is just he's very, very hard to kill once he has buffed himself up and positioned himself. He can teleport, and he will make your life a living hell. Unfortunately, we can't laser through these things. Let's start with igniting all of them. Okay, perfect. And since they are so vulnerable to fire, it's almost a no-brainer. There you go. Wonderful. Oh yeah, wow, I just forgot. I resummoned a new incarnate. We need to buff him next round. Anyways, Galen is now going to die. And I wasn't even aware that that kills all of the enemies. Apparently it doesn't for all of them, because these here are, again, hand-placed enemies. But yeah, overall a pretty easy encounter if you play it in a safe way. And there you go. Done. That's a nice armor, by the way. Huge magical armor and a little bit physical armor. Intelligence, Constitution, Wits, 2 resistances, Necromancy, and Retribution. I think I'm going to use that. I failed some other requirements, which probably would have been Geomancy, which is fine because you know what? This here has Bone Cage, and Bone Cage is a wonderful ability. Really, really good. So with our newfound Necromancy, which we have 2 points of, might as well go for Bone Widow as a skill to learn it. And I think we still had Living on the Edge as a skill. Might as well have put it into our stash. Well, I think we have stashed it. But yeah, Raise Bone Widow, really good. It's a nice little skill. If we want another minion, it could replace our normal incarnate. As long as we do have 3 Necromancy, that's going to be fine. And with so much Necromancy, might as well even think about Mosquito Swarm as a ranged attack, just to heal ourselves as well. Or alternatively, Decaying Touch is also not bad. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Death Wish. Shackles of Pain are fine. Bloodsucker can be okay-ish. I think I'm going to go with Mosquito Swarm because it scales with physical damage. I mean, it scales with intelligence also. But it still is physical damage and it heals you, so that is okay-ish. Healing yourself plus dealing physical damage, that's pretty okay. Okay. Or let's still use the incarnate. Yep, I'm going to still use the incarnate. Because that means we are going to have an incarnate and the Bone Widow, so even if one gets killed, we still have a couple of summonings, which is not bad for him. Lots of wood here. The logs are actually quite helpful for arrows, short sticks as well. So that's pretty decent. And Galen himself also has some nice little loot. Spread your wings, certainly good. When I killed him, I got a nice little two-hander, but I think we're over that point already. Yeah, that one-hand axe definitely not so good, but the ring might be worthwhile. Arrow and hit points. Well, that could be something for her. But you know what? I mean, it's about the same quality. We do not need to dismiss it. I would just leave it as is for now. Pretty decent loot. And we can put most of the stuff that we have found simply onto our sales list. So, yep. I'm going to do some shopping pretty soon, I suppose. But I will do that outside of the video. So, for now, we have finalized the next big quest. Let's think about what we want to do next. I think we're taking the northern part of the graveyard. What the fuck? Why is he even using... Oh, okay. He thought he should use Wrathchild. No, you shouldn't, bro. Good. We killed everything down here. Kind of did the quest.
The spirit looks. And you've always relief flows through the spirit. A wave of relief, but this relieve the spirit.
So we're freeing the spirits. I think that should... I think this should... No, there hadn't been any quests. Okay. That was a Sibyl... no, we have Sibyl with us, so that doesn't make any sense. No. That was just a normal encounter. I think there was no quest, if I'm not mistaken. So I think before we go and do all of this here, because there are a couple of further fights, we might as well go to Riker's house and begin to get to know him, plus pick up a couple of quests there. So, see you in the next video when we're doing Riker's house.